Hello again. So this is a Denier longleg, otherwise known as a crane fly, and these are a crane fly nymphs or larvae, and it's an ugly, look like fat worm. It's actually bigger and fatter than the adult, and this is my version of a crane fly nymph, or if you want, larvae, and it's also the Poundmeister nymph. I believe it's a fly from New Mexico. These larvae, some of these species, which there is about 1500 species just in North America, so a lot of species. Some of these live in underwater, but mostly they are living like terrestrial. But basically, they live in mainly in the soil along the stream, in banks or in the stream beds. So fish crushing them mainly after heavy rain, when the rushing water knocks them loose and they drift in water, and they are not just fat. They are can be really big. They can be up to 2 and almost 3 inches long, which is, if you decide 3 inches, it's 7.5 about centimeters. I'm making these 3.5. But still, it's a huge fly if you compare this to my thumb. You can use some streamer hook. I know some guys using size 4 streamer hook, which is pretty long. This is the banded hook. It's Tiemco 200R, and it's size 4. So now I'm going to show you how to tie this fly. Sometimes it's tied in a cream color in some lighter versions, but as you saw on these images, they are also almost dark, like the olive or gray, brown. So start with the hook, and I put the bead. This is a black bead, no tungsten. This is just a standard metal. It's 4.6 millimeters for the size 4 hook. I will make a little thread base. You will usually fish in this as a dead drift, in a heavy or in a some stronger streams, when the water is rushing. So I'm going to also add the lead wire. In the front part is better. Forget the thread is once again my favorite, Veevus GSP Plus, which is basically Dyneema fiber. So I add some weight here. Okay, it's fine. I will secure this. And going all the way back. Like something like this. And I will add these they have some fleshy bits, but these are basically gills. And for this you can use something like ostrich herl. I'm going to use actually ostrich herl, like about 5, 6 something like this. Yep, the same length basically, and tie this in. A bit more down. You can go with your thread under, so we will raise it a bit. For back, I will use a peacock Herl, and I don't know how many, it's like 8 or something like this. Remember, we tie in a big fly, so we need more material, so about 8 to 10 Herls. Some of these are short, so I will remove these shorts and tie this in. Tie on top of the hook. Secure it all the way back. For ribbon, a copper wire. This is soft wire, 33 size or number. And again, use enough length piece, like I will go for like 25 centimeters, about 10 inches, because it's a big fly, and tie this in here. Now I will try in different materials for the body. You can use some channel, you can use dubbing, whatever you like. You can also try different colors, like I said before, some light. Or I also saw these Poundmeisters almost black on the body, but I'm going to use this wool, and this is the Alpaca, Ultra Alpaca Fine Wool. You can buy this also, and it's a substitute for Chadwick 477, the wool for the killer bug, well known. I have a lot of this stuff, so you better buy. It's hard to find this one, but you can find similar one as long as it is a wool, a natural wool, and not synthetic. So once again, if you're going to use this is fine. It's pretty thin, so you need really long piece. I took like meter, maybe it's too much, but better than to have short. So tie this in, secure it, and we're going to first I'm going with a thread all the way to the bead, and I'm going to start wrapping this and nicely follow the previous wrap. Maybe I will quicker this section, because I will go all the way front, then back, and then once again front, because it's it should be a fed worm. I still have enough of the yarn. You will, for this size, need like the 70 centimeters about. Okay, trim it, secure it, and we're just going for the peacock back. So take all these hairs and put them on the top of the fly, secure it with 1 or 2 wraps, and start wrapping the wire. Make sure these arrows are on the top of the fly. Some of these larvae are significantly segmented, some less. There is roughly about 12 to 15 segments, but we're not going to count them, right? So something like this. Secure the wire. Trim the rest of the wire, and now we're just going to make the little head. Just wrap 1 or 2 for 2, secure it. Trim the rest. Finish. And I'm a varnish guy, so I'm going to add a big drop of varnish in here. It's not necessary. Probably it's not in favor now to use varnish, but still using it. Okay, trim thread, and that's it. This is my version of crane larvae nymph, Poundmeister maybe nymph, with a ultra alpaca fine or some other wool yarn. So big fly for the drift after rain. Try it, and bye. Good night.